Well, it's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. So, the song Boyz by Jessie Nelson featuring Nicki Minaj debuts at number 100 on the top 100 singles. Listen, we have to call it what it is. You know, when we were sitting here, I seen some people calling Normani's song, who debuted at a 14, I heard them calling that a flop. I heard people calling Megan Thee Stallion's song with BTS because it didn't outsell the original. People calling that a flop. I believe Megan Thee Stallion's song with Maroon 5 went to about number 14. People said it was a flop. I believe, what was Big Paper in the number 50 or 70 or something like that? And the song with the Migos was in the 30s or 40s. People said flop. Oh, that was Cardi B's record. So this is a flop. 100 for Nicki Minaj. I don't care who, we give the credit to the stars when it goes number one and when the song's a hit. So we have to give them the failures when it's a flop. This song is a flop, and I will tell you why. The things that transpired as the song was rolling out just derailed any chance of this song had of being a hit. Think about the controversy that came out with this song. As they were dropping the song, all of these Twitter detectives started bringing up the blackfishing, as they call it. All right. Nicki's still in the middle of this lawsuit, and the news drops of in the middle, after, not as the song was being released, but in the middle of the week, the news about the default judgment, being sued for $15 million. You still got this thing with her husband going on. And then she speaks on a DM that was fake. Now, I do know that she mentioned text messages, but the DM was fake. And she's talking on this situation with Lil Mix and Jessie Nelson. I mean, sometimes, Nick, you just gotta eat it, man. I mean, this is not really concerning you. You did what you did for Jessie on the record. You got on the record. Your job now is to promote the record. Whatever Jessie Nelson's got going on with Lil Mix, that is really not your concern. And this is the reason why it's bad, because Lil Mix defended Nicki Minaj back during the hate train. So Nicki comes out now, and I guess the girl's name is Leanne. I guess she's the black girl, whatever. Now, if you look back to Lil Mix, I was doing some research because I really didn't know about him. But doing some research, if you go through the research of Twitter and type their name out there, there were a lot of people talking about the issues with with Jessie's blackfacing and the issues with the other girl, a long time ago. So I really, I have an update on the documentary. I will, get into that. All of this stuff right now, if you look back, going back the last 2 or 3 months, this has been a terrible, terrible second half of 2021 for Nicki Minaj. It started out so promising with the seeing green and fractions. Let's think about where we are from where we were. She drops Beat Me Up Scotty, re-releases it. Some people who really didn't hear it before got a chance to hear it. She adds fractions and Seeing Green onto it, plus the one other song she added. Everyone's giving her praise about Seeing Green, the lyrics, and fractions to a certain extent, certain degree as well. And then everyone's looking forward to the documentary, and this new era they're talking about is about to get underway. Since the release of Beam Me Up Scotty, okay, now she comes back with Bia. The song, does well. It's stable on the charts. Gets down to about 17, I believe, or something along those lines. And then, it stays in the 30s and 40s for a few weeks. Stayed pretty stable. Gave Bia a good look. So you're like, okay, now we're looking forward to the documentary. But yet and still, this documentary isn't coming out. Now we get the interview with Jennifer Huff and the Kenny stuff with him trying to sue the state, and then he's getting and it's just one thing after another. Then comes the comments about the vaccine, and it's just, Nicki, ride the wave of Seeing Green. She should have rode that wave when everybody was back talking about the music. She had everyone talking about the music and saying, you know what? This documentary and this new Nicki music. She got Drake back in the back pocket. Then in the midst of all that, she fires her management. She then name drops Drake. So he's all ticked off. She's name dropping the Kardashians now out of nowhere again. And she's pretty much blowing it for herself. Now the word I'm getting is this documentary is no longer coming out this year, and HBO is about to pull out. HBO Max is about to pull out. This is what I got today. HBO Max now was just sitting back and waiting. They're waiting for this case to dissolve. But while they're doing that, Nicki is still getting into more stuff. It's mind-boggling. I told you should have hired G as a publicist. Where is her publicist? Where is her management? They're just sitting back pretty much around letting her self-destruct. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't trust who she has in her corner, because those people are pretty much hired by her record company, and the publicist, I'm telling you, they might be paid off. They might be paid off to finish the job. I mean, you look at what was going on. The hate train was pretty much over. When you looked at the top of the year, people have started saying, you know what? Maybe Cardi isn't the answer. Maybe Megan isn't the answer. Doja Cat isn't really a rapper. She's kind of like a knockoff Nicki Minaj / Fergie / Gwen Stefani anyway. So maybe Nicki still is the answer. And then when Seeing Green dropped, people really started feeling that way. Of course, she still had the case lingering over her head. And I'll tell you something. I don't know what Kenny got. I know she said before, oh, he's got good D, pause. But man, that thing must spark and do somersaults. Because she sure is taking on a lot to defend this dude. I know it's through thick and thin, but damn. So that's what I'm hearing. The documentary, HBO Max is pretty much saying unless they see a drastic change and fast, they're not putting the documentary out anymore. So you heard that here first from me. So when she's coming and telling you, oh, you know what, we're going to go different plans with the documentary, you remember what I told you. Nick just has to, I'm sorry, I don't want to sound, mean, cool, whatever. Nick just has to shut up. She has to. And everyone is going along, enabling her, and then I see a lot of her fans, oh yeah, that's right, Nicki. So, talk your talk. That's right. The queen don't have to suffer for no. But look what's happening. Look what's happening. So you want her to keep talking up for herself? Yeah, you want her to talk up for herself, but talk up for yourself when it involves you. The whole vaccine situation didn't involve you. You never had to say anything. The whole situation here with this girl, let her handle that. Nobody comes and helps you fight your battles. Let everyone else fight their own battles. Because what you're doing is you're involving yourself into things. The whole Kenny situation, that was years ago before you. There was really no need, Nicki, for you to say, oh, white is right. There was no need for you to say anything. Just let the truth come out. Now you're backing yourself into a corner. And, of course, her fans will say, I'm wrong. They'll get mad at me because I'm saying Nicki should just be quiet. I'm sure I'll get a lot of dislikes, and people will say, somehow blame me. When other people are reporting the same thing, and they don't get the same backlash. So, just letting you know, I'm just reporting the news. That documentary is no longer going to be coming out this year from what I heard. And HBO Max is seriously considering backing out of it. They was hoping for her to have this done by her birthday. That was her plan. She wanted to release it as a birthday present for her fans on her birthday. That's what was the rollout plan that I heard. Birthday, doc, and new single. Now we're not so sure that's going to happen. Let's hope, she gets it together and fast. And maybe after this last incident, she'll say, you know what? I'm just going to stop talking and just worry about the music. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends.